Have you ever felt a shadow lingering in your soul, Pisces, a weight that no one else can see, whispering that your pain is endless, your struggles eternal? What if I told you that this very month the tides of fate are shifting and the chains of 10 years are about to shatter? Baba Vanga, the blind seer whose visions pierced the veil of time, saw this moment, your moment, etched in the stars. She spoke of a cosmic unraveling, where the forgotten truths of the universe would rise like a tide, flooding the hearts of those born under the fish. But why now? What hidden force has been holding you back, and what secret lies just beyond the horizon, waiting to be claimed? The world would have you believe that suffering is your birthright, that the tears you've shed are merely the price of being alive. Baba Vanga knew better. She saw through the lies woven into the fabric of reality, the illusions that bind the sensitive, the dreamers, the ones who feel too much. She warned that the pain of Pisces was no accident. It was a crucible, a test forged by unseen hands to prepare you for a revelation. 10 years of wandering in the dark, 10 years of carrying burdens that were never yours to bear. But what if the end of this cycle isn't just relief, but a power so profound it could rewrite your destiny? Can you feel it stirring, that restless pull in your chest, urging you to keep watching? They say time heals all wounds, but Baba Vanga saw time as a river, carrying secrets that only the brave dare to fish from its depths. She spoke in riddles, her words like lanterns in the fog, guiding those who listen toward truths the world buries. For you, Pisces, she saw a doorway opening this month, a portal where the pain of a decade dissolves into clarity. But doors like these don't stay open long. What lies on the other side? Is it peace, or is it something far greater, a knowing that could shift the very ground beneath your feet? The answers are closer than you think, but they demand your courage to face what's been hidden, to question what you've been told. Baba Vanga's visions were never gentle. They were storms that tore through the mundane, revealing the sacred beneath. She saw you, Pisces, standing at the edge of a great awakening, where the sorrow you've carried becomes the key to a lock you didn't know existed. This month the stars align to break a cycle, but only if you see the signs. What are they? How do you recognize the moment when it comes? Every word that follows is a thread in a tapestry she wove for you, a map to a truth that's been waiting 10 years to be uncovered. Miss a single piece, and the puzzle remains incomplete. Are you ready to step into the vision she left for you? The air is thick with anticipation, Pisces, as if the universe itself is holding its breath. Baba Vanga's prophecies were not mere predictions, they were calls to action, challenges to those who dare to claim their place in the grand design. This month, the end of your pain is not a gift handed freely. It's a treasure buried in the sands of your own choices. What will you do when the tide turns? Will you cling to the familiar ache, or will you dive into the unknown, chasing the promise of a life reborn? The answers unfold in the moments ahead, each one a step closer to the revelation that could set you free. Stay with me, Pisces, for the truth is near, and it will not wait. Have you ever woken in the dead of night, Pisces, your heart racing with a longing you cannot name, as if the stars themselves were calling you to a truth you've forgotten? Baba Vanga saw this restlessness in you, this silent ache that has woven itself into your bones over 10 long years. She spoke of a river of sorrow, its currents pulling you under, yet within its depths a pearl of wisdom waits, a revelation so potent it could dissolve the weight you carry. But what is this weight, this shadow that clings to your every step? Is it yours, or was it placed upon you by a world that fears your depth? The seer's visions pulse with a warning. This month, the river changes course, and you must choose whether to swim or drown. Can you feel the shift, that faint tremor in your soul, urging you to listen closer? The world whispers that pain is your destiny, that your sensitivity is a curse to be endured. Baba Vanga scoffed at such lies. She saw your heart as a sacred ocean, vast and uncharted, where every tear you've shed has carved a path to power. 10 years of feeling too much, of carrying the unspoken grief of others, of searching for meaning in a world that offers none. Yet she saw something else, a spark buried in the silt of your suffering, a light that could burn away the illusions that bind you. What if this pain was never meant to break you, but to forge you? What if the end of this decade is not an escape, but an awakening? The questions linger, heavy as mist, daring you to chase their answers through the fog. Baba Vanga's prophecies were not mere words. They were mirrors, reflecting truths you've always known but feared to face. She saw you, Pisces, standing at the edge of a great unraveling, where the threads of your past 10 years are pulled apart to reveal the tapestry beneath. This month the cosmos conspires to lift the veil, but the truth it reveals is not gentle. It demands you look at the wounds you've hidden, the dreams you've buried, the parts of you that you've let the world silence. What lies beneath the surface of your pain? Is it weakness, or is it a strength so raw it terrifies you? The seer's voice echoes. The answers are not given, they are claimed. Every moment you linger here, you're closer to the edge of knowing. They say the fish swims in circles, lost in its own depths. But Baba Vanga saw you as a creature of purpose, guided by currents unseen. She spoke of a cosmic tide rising now, ready to carry you to shores you've only dreamed of. But tides are not kind. They demand surrender. They pull you under before they set you free. What must you let go of, Pisces, to step into this new dawn? The guilt that anchors you, the fear that whispers you're not enough? The seer's visions are clear. This month, the stars align to break a cycle, but only if you dare to swim against the current. Can you hear the rhythm of the universe beating in time with your heart, calling you to rise? The air grows heavy, as if the world itself is holding its breath for you. Baba Vanga's words were never promises. They were challenges, riddles that unravel only for those who walk the path. Your pain, your longing, your quiet strength, they are not accidents, but keys to a lock you've yet to find. This month the door is near, its edges glowing with the light of 10 years' worth of lessons. But doors like these do not open for the timid. What will you sacrifice to step through? What will you gain when the chains fall away? The answers are woven into the moments ahead, each one a step deeper into the vision she left for you. Stay with me, Pisces, for the tide is turning, and it will not wait. The silence of 10 years is breaking, Pisces, and with it, the walls you've built around your heart. Baba Vanga saw this fracture, this moment when the weight of a decade begins to crumble, revealing the fire beneath. She spoke of a reckoning, not with the world, but with yourself, a confrontation with the truths you've buried in the name of survival. What have you hidden, even from your own eyes? What dreams have you locked away, fearing they were too big, too bright? The seer's voice cuts through the noise. This month, the universe demands you see yourself as you are, not broken, but whole, not weak, but radiant. Can you bear the weight of your own light? The question burns, unanswered, pulling you deeper. You've walked through shadows, Pisces, believing they were your home, but Baba Vanga saw the dawn waiting just beyond. She spoke of a cosmic pulse, a rhythm that syncs with your breath this month, offering a chance to rewrite the story you've been told. 10 years of pain were not a sentence, but a preparation, a forging of a soul too vast for ordinary skies. What if the end of this cycle is not just freedom, but a calling? What if the pain was the map, and this moment is the destination? The seer's visions are relentless. Every tear, every doubt, every silent scream has led you here. The path forward is yours to claim, but only if you keep moving through the mist. The world has taught you to shrink, to soften your edges, to carry its burdens in silence. Baba Vanga saw through this deception. She saw your heart as a tide, unstoppable, capable of reshaping mountains with its quiet force. This month, that force awakens, but it comes with a price. What will you release to let it flow? The need to please, the fear of being seen. The seer's words are a drumbeat. The end of 10 years is not a gift, but a challenge to become who you were always meant to be. Can you feel the pull, the urgency in your veins, whispering that now is the time? The answers are close, hidden in the rhythm of the words that follow. Baba Vanga's prophecies were never for the faint. She spoke to those who dare to stand at the edge of the unknown and leap. You, Pisces, are no stranger to the abyss. But this month, it is not a place of falling. It is a place of rising. The pain of 10 years has carved you, shaped you, made you ready for a truth that will not fit in the old containers of your life. What will you build with the pieces of this decade? What will you become when the tide lifts you? The seer's vision is a flame, burning away doubt, illuminating the path. Every word from here is a step toward that flame, a piece of the puzzle she left for you. Will you follow it, or will you turn away? The universe is watching, Pisces, its eyes ancient and unblinking, waiting for you to claim your place. Baba Vanga's voice carries across time, a whisper that feels like a shout. This month, the end of your pain is not an end, but a beginning. The stars have aligned, the river has turned, and the door is open, but only for a moment. What lies beyond it? A life remade, a heart unbound, a truth so vast it could swallow the sky. The seer's final warning is simple. The answers are yours, but they are not free. Stay with me, Pisces, for every second brings you closer to the edge of everything. The tide has turned, Pisces, and in its wake, the echoes of 10 years ripple through your soul, not as chains, but as songs, melodies of a journey you were always meant to walk. Baba Vanga's eyes, blind to the world yet piercing the veil, saw you here. At this precipice, where pain transmutes into purpose, the river of your tears has carved a canyon, vast and sacred, and now its waters reflect a sky you've only dared to dream. What do you see in that reflection? A heart that survived, a spirit that endured, a truth that whispers, you were never lost, only searching. The seer's vision lingers, a quiet hum in the air, asking you to pause and feel the weight of your own becoming. This month, the stars have spoken, and their language is your own, a dialect of longing, of resilience, of unspoken hopes that have carried you through the dark. Baba Vanga's prophecies were not endings, but doorways, and you stand now at the threshold of one. The pain of a decade was not your prison but your forge, shaping a strength that gleams beneath the scars. Can you hear it? The pulse of the universe, syncing with your breath, urging you to step forward. Not to forget the past, but to claim it, to weave its threads into a tapestry of light. What will you create with the colors of your sorrow, Pisces, now that the dawn is yours? The world will tell you to move on, to bury the ache and wear a mask of certainty, but Baba Vanga's truth cuts deeper. She saw your heart as a tide, unstoppable, reshaping the shores of your life with every beat. This is not the end of your story, but the moment you choose its next verse. Will you sing of fear or of courage, of silence or of the voice that's been waiting to rise? The seer's final gift is not an answer, but a mirror, reflecting the power you've carried all along. Look into it, Pisces, and see not the wounds, but the warrior who bore them. The cosmos waits, holding its breath, for the moment you claim your place. And yet a whisper remains, soft as a breeze across the water, heavy as the weight of stars. You are not alone. Baba Vanga's visions were never for one, but for all who feel the pull of something greater, who know the ache of a truth too big for words. This month, the end of 10 years is a beginning, not just for you, but for the world you touch with your light. What if your awakening is the spark that ignites another's? What if your courage is the key to a door you'll never see? The seer's voice fades, but its message burns. Your pain was the seed. Your truth is the bloom. Carry it, Pisces, and let it grow. So here we stand, at the edge of the tide, where the past meets the possible. This vision, this moment is yours to hold, but it is not yours to keep. Share it. Let your voice ripple through the comments. Let your heart spill into a like. Let your truth find its way to another soul by sharing this journey. Subscribe, not to a channel, but to the unfolding of your own story, to the community of dreamers who, like you, are rising. Baba Vanga's eyes saw this. Pisces, a single spark carried by many, lighting up the dark. Will you be that spark? The choice is yours, and the tide is waiting.